Congress will continue to support, in a bipartisan way, the State of Israel and Israel's unequivocal right to exist as a Jewish and democratic state, always and forever. Always and forever. Always and forever. From the very beginning of this conflict, President Joe Biden has strongly supported the State of Israel. And I strongly support President Biden's supplemental funding request for Israel, for Ukraine, and for humanitarian assistance. Israel has an absolute right to defend itself against Hamas terror.
You know, this whole crap with this cancel culture and the...
Shut up! Shit! Shut the fuck up! Nobody wants to hear it.
Fucker.
You've been talking all fucking week. You don't care what you have to say, just stop talking.
You got me right in my fucking head, asshole.
Stop.
Damn it.
Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us.
Now to be the hour they knock the slick blaster. Dick dastardly, a monthly with sick laughter. A gunfight and they come to cut the mix master. And living the true gods. Giving y'all nothing but the lick like two broads. Got more lyrics than the church got ooh lords. And they hold the mic at your attention like two swords. Or you the one with two blades on it. Hey you, don't touch the mic like it's AIDS on it.
All right. Welcome once again to the beatzillapdx official show. I am your host, beatzillapdx officially, and this is the weekly wrap-up. And of course, here we are keen to current events and news and political scene. What's going on around the world that affects primarily us, because we focus on us first, which in us, I mean foundational Black Americans. And then, of course, paying attention to everything abroad. But so as you get in a brief introduction to this live, if you could you please hit the like button? Hit the like button and then also share this broadcast out if you will, if you would. It helps tremendously. Get the word out, and most importantly, helps get the message of what we're trying to get out there out. And I appreciate every one of you who has been here. So, and everybody who has already subscribed, everybody who's been tuning in, all of you members, shout out, big Black first salute to all of you. Now, with that being said, we don't have too much to go over tonight, but we do have to talk about this thing in Florida, which is crazy. Yeah. But before we get to the comments, yeah. Or before we get we about to read that, but we have to do something briefly because, of course, like I said, did I not get that in here? We report the news. We report the news down here, and there's some news that some of you guys might be aware of at this moment. Some of y'all might not be aware of at the moment. It concerning Stacy Abrams. And I guess some, a family member of hers. But yeah. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news.
The brother-in-law of Georgia political figure Stacy Abrams has been arrested on charges of human trafficking and other crimes against a minor, according to Tampa police. Authorities say Jimmy Gardner allegedly invited a 16-year-old girl to have sex with her for money at the Renaissance Hotel and International Plaza. The Tampa Police Department said when the girl refused, he attacked her, putting his hands on the girl's neck, but she escaped and was able to call 911. The Office of State Attorney Susie Lopez says Gardner was previously exonerated for the sexual assault of 2 women in 1987. He now works as a motivational speaker in Georgia.
Well, like I said, breaking news. Interesting. Now, moving along with the broadcast. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. All right. We got Brother Kerman S. Wingfield in the house. And Kerman says, this rough one that could be my son. Oh, well, he is autistic and had meltdowns when he was in school, this could have been handled totally different, a different way. I totally get you. You know, I seen this comment when I first came in the chat, and I'm like, I'm gonna go through some of the things that were on my Twitter about this, or X rather, about this particular subject, because I want you to see how people try to interject. But we got to go through the article, but we're gonna get there. So shout out to you, Kermit, for thank you once again for being here and staying down with the Beatzilla PDX official show. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Old Grandma Jersey City in the building. Hello, chat and host Black First. Black First to you, old Grandma from Jersey City in the house. And Patricia Slade, Jersey City is here. Black First, yes indeed. We have Lawrence Lilly in the house. Thank you, Lawrence Lilly, for being here. Good to see you, brother. Oh, Yala's Cadence. Good night. Good night, everyone. Yes, indeed. We are officially international. Shout out to you. Judah Queen, Black First. Good to see you, my good sister. And happy belated birthday. You know, it was our good sister's birthday, so she went got another year. Got another year on our good sister. So shout out to you. Hope you had a really good personal holiday, because that was your day. We got Sister Lynette Williams in the house. Black First, Montgomery, Alabama. All right. Welcome, welcome. We got Chi Banana. I know I just told that up. But Black First from Texas. All right. Yes, foundational Black American from Texas. That's what I expect. Tia, to you in the building. Good evening, my good sister. Good to see you in the house as always. We got our sister Rain Love in the house. Rain Love in the building. Shout out to you. We got Reginald Jeter in the house. Welcome, my good brother, Reginald Jeter. And we got Rhonda Smith in the house. Welcome, good sister. We got Mary Evans in the house. It is good to see you. You was able to make one tonight, huh? Shout out to you. Good to see you in the chat. And shout out to all of y'all on the replay gang, because I know how it goes. Believe you me, I understand. So if you are catching the replay right now, go ahead and just holler out in the chat or holler out in the comments. Much appreciative of you watching this replay. If you are watching this replay right now, I absolutely appreciate it. So, all right. We got our good sister, One Who Cares, in the house. Good evening, sister. Good to see you in the house. All right. So, let's see. Where we going first? You know, going down my timeline, I came across something that was very, very interesting. It was an ad for Border Patrol. And then, you know, I saw, I was like, what am I looking at? And so check this little Border Patrol. It's a small, quick clip, but check this out.
Every day we train, challenging ourselves and each other to exceed even our own expectations. Go beyond.
Not sure. I'm not sure whose voice that is. I'm not sure if that's that woman's voice or not. But I just couldn't help but notice. I don't know. I mean, let's just take one quick glance back at that real quick.
Every day we train, challenging ourselves. Every day we train, challenging.
Where's your family from?
Is that an immigrant on Border Patrol? Wow. Wow. And we're tripping. And it's us who's tripping, huh? Okay. All right. Wow. Oh my goodness. You understand that right there? Like, like it's odd for this. Like this is because what threw me was the hair when I first was just scrolling down, on X. Oh, interesting. I don't. All right. Just like I said, she, definitely has a different look. When you start looking at the edges, yeah, they trying to recruit certain people. There you go, Judah Queen. That's you on to something, sister. They are definitely trying to recruit certain people. That is for certain. They aren't going to try to miss that one. Speaking of recruiting, where are we here? Let me get this in here real quick. New York. How Eric Adams is having some issues after he busted. All he did was complain, and now he's like, "Hey man, we're gonna do some budget cuts now." I mean, I don't know. I mean, we gonna, man. So New York, because of this crisis, is now seeing even more so of a reality of the financial drain and depletion that this whole of just natural and resources, which would be, there for citizens, is just being depleted and ran by the day by illegals. And this is what the Democrats have wanted. This is what Joe Biden ran on. You understand what I'm talking about? So let's hear what's going on in New York and going on with the, what do you call himself? The Biden of Brooklyn. All right.
Budget cuts coming from Eric Adams, calling for 5% cuts in every department, including public safety. This as he continues to make a public appeal for the federal government to step up and help the cost of this. Lizette joins us outside city with what the mayor is asking for. Good morning, Lizette.
Good morning, Dan. Well, the budget cuts are far-reaching. We're talking every city agency will be impacted in this
serious financial trouble right now.
Mayor Adams making these remarks at a town hall after the city announced major budget cuts. Adams says the migrant crisis is to blame as it continues to put a strain on New York City resources.
The national government should be picking up this tab, and it should not be coming out of the backs of everyday New Yorkers. That is wrong, and that is what is happening.
The budget cuts mean that the police force would be reduced to under 30,000, the lowest number in decades. Plus, imposed a hiring freeze on the NYPD that would postpone 5 new classes of incoming officers. The PBA president calling it a disaster at a time where officers are already stretched thin.
We have a crisis in the city. We do have enough police officers.
Other departments will also be.
So, you're going to have to start examining the contrast, especially in New York, to how things are playing out on the political grand scheme of things, especially with this Michael Crappaport hopping out every chance he gets. And, you know, just kind of examining that dude, I'm seeing something that's really interesting. It's I can almost see him trying to perceive, or maybe somebody is helping him to see himself this way, as the new Bill Maher. And we're going to see, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. But nonetheless, let's continue to see how disastrous this is shaking out for good old Mayor Adams. And you know, New York City, they love their firefighters. So, man, this ain't turning out too well.
Impacted. The FDNY will be asked to reduce overtime costs. Any civilian vacancies will be eliminated, as well as light-duty firefighter positions.
As the mayor has said, we're concerned about, this fiscal crunch, the migrant crisis, and what it's going to do to our bottom line. Right now, our main objective is to make sure that we are protecting life and property, which is our mission. We can still do that, even with these budget cuts, but it does mean that some important programs will have to wait.
As for the Department of Education, $1 billion will be slashed over the next 2 years. Middle schoolers will see reduced hours for the Summer Rising program, and thousands of pre-K spots will be cut. This comes as New York City Public Schools saw its first bump in enrollment in years. 8,000 additional students have been added to the school system. City libraries will not be spared from cuts. Library leaders say starting next month, most of their branches will be forced to close on Sunday.
Wow. Yo, this is a disaster, man. This is a disaster. This is an absolute disaster out there. What are you? I mean, okay, just some people could probably say this is what you get when you go against the interests of your own people and get into the comfortable lifestyle and habit, the reprobate habit of selling out your own people. This is kind of the other side of that. Because as soon as you said something that went off code as far as they felt, we start having all kind of issues. What Stacy Abrams did? She done went out there and said something about a ceasefire somewhere. It's kind of interesting. I mean, it's just really, really kind of interesting. And and as all of this stuff is going on, somebody came across some statements from a particular person from the NAACP. And, while I had, let me look this dude up real quick. Harold Bailey. Does that name ring a bell for any of y'all? Let's see where he at. Harold Bailey. Yeah. Albuquerque. All right. Yeah. This is legit. All right. Well, let me get this all the way on the screen for you. All right, y'all see that? Y'all see that right there? So, I'm not sure what the statement was in reference to, because somebody obviously wanted to highlight the most important part of the conversation that they need to highlight in this take here by Harold Bailey, president. Excuse me. It says, lastly, the NAACP is not a black organization. Many have this misconception. White people were at the table when the organization was founded. Historically and factually speaking, the national NAACP and the local branch fight to preserve and protect the civil rights of all people. For the local branch to continue to grow, we need additional members to work with us while on this journey. I ask that one consider becoming a member. Join us to make Albuquerque better for all of us. Together we advance. If not, please continue to inform us of any incidents that may be discriminatory in nature. Thank you. Respectfully, Harold Bailey, PhD, and president. And so, for those who are wondering, this is Harold Bailey. Oh my goodness. This is Harold Bailey. Bailey, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Lord. So, needless to say, that this guy, actually, let me make that bigger. There we go. He just told you that NAACP is not a black organization. Truth be told, when you start talking about the Congressional Black Caucus, one can start they're probably just days away from saying this same line themselves. Like they're going to divorce themselves from blackness. Like, I don't know what them crazy Negroes over there thinking, all this independent talking they doing, looking at they going off the plantation. I don't know what that's going to be to us. I just don't know what they thinking. So stuff like this is why you always got to make sure you look at everything, especially when you seeing stuff that with any of these people around.
Oh, niggas.
Yes, you do. So yeah, it's the tidbit of who's Lord. Let's see. Oh, let's see where we going this year. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get to this story, because then we'll go ahead and we'll get on Crappaport, because that's going to take a little minute. But before I get to this story, there's this weird TikTok that I seen this like a few days ago, and I didn't understand, like, number one, part of it felt like it wasn't true. Okay, yeah, y'all gonna have to listen to this one, fam, because my BSO meter went off, number one, when I heard this. So I'm like, why are we being interjected into this particular conversation with this woman? Family, I'm going to just let the rest of this speak for itself.
An African American guy approached me yesterday at the gym, and I told him that I don't date African Americans. And he quickly jumped the gun and was like, "Oh, is it because we don't have a culture? That's what y'all think?" I said, "Sir, this does not have nothing to do with you, but with me." I said, "Sir, I don't speak English. I don't know how to speak English." He was like, "Well, you're well spoken to me." No. Yeah, about 2 hours of being with me, you'll be asking yourself, what are you saying? Every day you'll be like, come again, come again. I don't want to be coming again every time. I cannot even joke with you. You'll be asking me. You say, baby, that's not how you said that. Don't correct me. I don't want, after pretending to speak in medical terminology at work, I can only pronounce those medical words. You see me stressing those medical words to say it. You'll feel sorry for myself. I have to be stressing them. Hi, hapo. No, it's okay. My boss often said, if you want to catch Miriam, catch her from 8:30 to 10:30. By that time, she speaks good English. After that, whatever you get, you on your own. And guys, after 2 hours, I'm tired. It's a full-time job. Sometimes, I'm speaking good English at work, or I'll be speaking in a tone voice. My voice is sweet. Everything is calm. And then what they're hearing is a real African lady speaking breaking English. So I can only do 2 hours in a day.
Sometimes, you just, like I said, I can't say that she wasn't telling the truth. But if all of this was to talk about your accent, why did you have to say you wouldn't date an African American man? Where does that come from? Because I don't want to have to come again, and you wouldn't have to what? The undertones of we don't have any culture, and then she mentions that. Did you catch that part? Oh, what? It's like you don't have any culture. Did y'all catch that part? Listen.
And he quickly jumped the gun and was like, "Oh, is it because we don't have a culture? That's what y'all think?"
Yeah, she had to catch herself on that. Yeah, she had to catch herself on that, didn't she?
We don't have a culture. That's what y'all think. I said, "Sir, this does not."
We don't have culture. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Number one, here's here's why I am saying that this probably is not true. You said a foundational Black American man saw you and said, "Yep, I'm finna holler at you." Not to mention, your handle is Dolly13. Okay. All right, dear. Uh-huh. Cool. Cause she just showing up like, hold on. I'm like, you just up here like you just the baddest chocolate thing on the block. We have dark-skinned foundational Black American women too, ma'am. I don't know what these women be on. And you mean to tell me that some dude was off up in your face that didn't know you can't really speak good English? Anyway, I mean, I ain't saying that, she lying. I'm just saying she lying. I mean, you know what I mean? Ooh, Lord. Ooh-wee. Boy, the stories these people come up with. I mean, that's what, when you say we live in people's minds rent free, like how'd you interject us in there? Anyway, I see some more family is showing up. Black First, Derek Parker in the building. What's going on, my brother? What's going on? Let's see. We also got C. Terry in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh man. Oh yeah. And Mayor Eric is doing his best. Nino Brown. If I'm going down, everybody's going down. This is bigger than me. Oh, you better know it. And that's, that's to be expected, from a person who used to guard Al Sharpton. So I guess that's really not surprising. You know what I mean? Sister Donna O'Neill in the building. The NAACP has lost its way with African Americans. I would definitely have to agree. Miss D at Suite 201 in the building. Welcome, 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 good sister. I see you. And let's see. All right, I think that is everybody who was recently. Kanan. Yes, indeed. Welcome, 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 my brother. And David Boyd in the building. David Boyd in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Okay, so where we at here? So this story here. Let me see if I can bring this up on the screen. I'm gonna have to do it a different way though. This y'all first heard of the story because y'all see those that people were all the suspected white supremacist Twitter trolls coming out and getting jumped on by this kid with autism. And, now all of a sudden these people don't know what compassion is, which is pretty amazing. There is no compassion for this young man at all, because from what they like, the mental capacity of like a 6-year-old. What's that? It's on the screen. What's going on here? Okay. Where's that at? A second. And it's a fair comment. Oh wow! A headline that I just saw is a strange silence. Louis Farrakhan. Hopefully, I'm not frozen. Am I frozen? Okay. Hopefully, I'm okay. Hopefully, I'm back. I don't know what was going on. But I just saw talking about Louis Farrakhan and it's like amazing. He's quiet. It's like you're amazed that he's quiet on this Israel situation. What does he have to say? What are you looking from him? It's that was kind of odd. Like why are y'all? What y'all bringing Farrakhan up for? What he got to do with y'all? That's not what I want to do here. Okay, but that's not what I'm looking at. You know what? I don't know what's going on with this. Nah. Okay, get up out of here. Okay, let me just. I guess I can't get this on. Oh, the page that this article is on is just so super janky. Let's see if what do I have here? I think. Okay. Well, at least I can share this. So let me read this article from here. Bear with me 1 second. I don't know why this other thing is tripping. But do y'all see that? Because if y'all seen the my Twitter page, and y'all, if y'all follow me on Twitter, which you should be following me on Twitter, you should see where this conversation about this young man in Florida has arisen, you know, and let's see, where's that at? Just there. Just no. Boy, this is a whole pain, ain't it? Okay, that's not going to happen either. All right, I'll just do it this way. Okay, so y'all can see what's going on. The headline: Florida teacher beaten unconscious by a 270-pound student living off donations after being put on unpaid leave. Now, she was put on unpaid leave, but that's kind of interesting. How y'all didn't pay her for her distress? That's kind of interesting. I'm just saying. It's unpaid leave. How'd they figure that? They didn't take care of teacher Becky here. It's kind of odd, ain't it? Dark-skinned brother in the house. What's going on, brother? I see you in the building. Yes, indeed. All right, so as you can see there, the Florida teacher who was beaten unconscious by a hulking teen student over a video game says she is now forced to live off donations and wants no mercy shown for her attacker at his upcoming sentencing. Everybody that knows me or knew me before the attack knows that I'm a totally different person now. Joanne Neidick told Fox 35, my whole life was just turned upside down. Then 17-year-old and standing 6'6" Brendan Deppa assaulted the paraprofessional inside Matanza High School in February, leaving her with 5 broken ribs, a severe concussion, and hearing loss. Nadic told the station that she wanted Deppa sentenced to the maximum of 30 years behind bars for the stomach churning incident that left her physically and emotionally broken. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, there's some heartfelt compassion here, huh? Now, this is what she wants for a student that she was teaching. When have you ever heard this? Have you ever I mean, nobody takes exception with the fact that a teacher is talking this way about a former student? Okay. Same thing like we just seen the other day with Deja Taylor, right? That woman came out, and she should have did something about that kid a lot sooner. He's 6 years old. Oh, man, she should have did something. Oh, good Lord. 30 years. Yeah, she want that young man, which is he was a teenager at the time, and again, I believe he was in a special needs class at the time. He's not special needs; he's autistic on the spectrum, but I believe that was the class he was in. DSM Senator in the house. Welcome, Miss Becky. The school didn't give me a paid leave and back pay. Right. That's all that is. I live off of GoFundMe because she sure did get them GoFundMes now. Talking about donations. Your donations were sitting pretty well, ma'am. So yeah, she's crying poor mouth, but you're not. You're not at all. Stop it. Yes, indeed. Derek with the super chats. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate that. Keep up the good work. Black first. Black first to you, brother. And peace, power, blessings, and protection be upon you and yours as well. So yes, indeed. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. And so let's see. She's really putting it on, ain't she? Because I mean, it's just a stomach churning incident that left her physically and emotionally broken. Not said her speech has slowed, and that she suffers from ongoing cognitive problems. Unfortunately, a lot of my injuries that are not visible, I'm going to have for the rest of my life, she said. Compounding her physical ailment, Natick said that she is struggling to get her workers' compensation case resolved, and that it has been all but abandoned by the Flagler County School District since the attack. Now, see, that kind of speaks to something else going on now. Yeah, of course, they're going to do what they doing with them charges on him. They don't have they don't give a crap. And I mean, she's wanting 30. I want the maximum charge. Come on, ma'am. Really? And look at how New York Post ain't shit for this. I mean, look at how they are literally framing an autistic child that they say, like I said, has the kind of emotional understanding of a 6-year-old. So in this case, a 6'6", 270-pound 6-year-old who you took the game from. Oh, I don't care how much it is. 6-year-old. But see, okay, here, prime example. 6-year-old goes to school, shoots his teacher. You cannot prosecute the 6-year-old. In this case, he's 17 with the mind of a 6-year-old. Oh, we're going to run him in. And we want him to do all the time. I mean, this doesn't sound like a woman that's ever had an ounce of compassion for this child in the first place. So why was she the one around him taking his something from him? You all there's nobody in that school who is unaware that kid has issues. You would have to know. You're a teacher. That's why you're there. So, yeah, cognitive problem. Man, yeah, she's really laying it on thick, ain't she? Natick returned to the school under a different title in August, but was then placed on unpaid leave of absence, according to Fox 35. Okay. Without any steady income, she is relying on donations and assistance. Okay, so she went back to school and things wasn't working out for her, so they booted her on out of there anyway. Sounds like this woman is a problem. And so this is it that this child should be looked at as a victim? And I can't help but notice all the people that couldn't wait to jump out the window and say how evil this is. And, that things should be done to him. And so I want to take a look at Twitter here. Let's see. Now there's more to this, yeah, I think. Lord. Okay, like without any steady income, she's relying on donations and assistance from the community to stay afloat. A GoFundMe account launched after the attack has so far raised roughly $106,000. But she's over here complaining. Okay. You was able to garner that much, but you're complaining. Kind of strange. Depa, who officials said has autism, became enraged after who officials say either he got it or he don't. But who officials say became enraged after a teacher confiscated his Nintendo Switch. Without warning, he attacked Nighting from behind, throwing her to the floor, raining kicks and punches on her and on her back and head. The New York Post is not shit. I mean, I'm just telling you right now. They are laying it on thick. Oh man, it was just it's so devastating what he did to her. He put her in a DDT, and then he put her in a suplex, and then I mean, come on, man. I mean, they are doing the most. The most. Oh boy, oh boy. And he put her in a DDT. I mean, man. Let's see. So let me show you this. Because I just okay. So here's we gotta show we gotta show y'all some of these dum-dums. View tab. Yeah. There we are. Let me get this over here. Come on. Wait. Hopefully I'm not freezing. Look like I'm kind of freezing. Okay. Trying to get this on the doggone screen. No. All right. Well, hopefully, we can figure out what's happening right there. All right. Well, it looks like I'm back. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Good grief. Yeah, I don't get it. Wow. The hell? Oh, that's that dude's name. Okay. Oh, come on now. I'm trying to get this on here, family. Bear with me 1 second, please. All of a sudden, I don't know what's going on. All right. Okay, it's supposed to be on there. So first, oh geez Louise. Y'all can see that I can. All right, so y'all can see he appears to be a dangerous person. I know lots of autistic Black people. That right there raises a red flag. Okay, but somehow they have never done this. I'm certain. Uh-huh. Now let's just go up here and here's the main post. Wow, I don't know what is going on. This is crazy. But it's typical for these broadcasts because this typically seems to happen on Friday nights. So it's not foreign. That's for certain. Good Lord. All right. Can we do this now? Okay. I'm literally showing my own page. All right. Wow, this is tripping. Okay. Let's see how long we go before I get kicked out. Okay. Now, this is the one big Negro move, and that's why I wanted to show that part. Now, I noticed nobody could chime in. Now, here comes Darrell's vibes. Okay. So he says the article literally mentions him being autistic. See how now this is when you could tell how this is almost when they're exposing the tetherish nature of oneself, or the just I want to be a contrary, or I'm a MAGA loving coon. It's the making of that to begin with. So as you see my response, not the headline to which is the point, because see, I'm talking about the headline. It really says he's autistic in the article. Yeah, and then I showed you the beginning of the article. What did it start talking about? His hulking feature, and he's 6'6". Stop it. So they actually saying it. Coon. Oh man. So now listen to what he's saying. So I'm telling you what I'm talking about, right? Now here's how you get to the point. And these dudes act like they not coming over here because a white woman got jumped on. That's the only reason why you're here. And it's a shame, Darrell's vibes. Because you're saying, I get it, bro, not that deep. He came over here to see, and here's another, you didn't grow up in this land doing stuff like that, bro. So no, your people are not from here doing sucker moves like that. Because that's that when you're coming into somebody's comment section if you want attention, get attention. I don't know what you're looking for over here though. There's plenty of broads in the comments. Get you some. Man, pretty females that's got something to say, and they all yours because the only ones that's in the comments of that thread saying what they want is the kind that you most likely like. So go ahead and get at them, player. So like I said, where's your family from? Because see, here's the thing. He don't deserve no 30 years. So have you read about his history? What history? The boy got the mind of a 6-year-old. What history does an autistic teenager have? He out there masterminding crimes and whatnot. So yeah, that's why I said, bro, where's your family from? Jamaica. But to be clear, there's nothing you can say to make me think some harsh punishment isn't deserved here. See, what went over his head is that I'm just listening to how stupid he's talking. So I'm like, well, you can't be one of us. That's if you see where I just stop and just say, wait, where are your people from? Oh, Jamaica. Yeah, okay, I thought so. Yeah, this is the level of the colonized mind. His mind said, white woman being harmed. Oh no! Jeez, dude. Oh man, but there's more. Now here's this here. Mr. Akbar got it right. He said he's facing 30 years being tried as an adult but autistic. How is that a fair trial? Thank you. Here's Joe Brandon. This is how they do. When the cops kill black kids to put up a GoFundMe for their bill within hours. So not as fast as white supremacists though. Doesn't matter if an autistic ninja beat the crap out of your mom. Are you gonna give a F? I'm not. You see what my response is? You sound foolish. And now he's gonna ask the question again, like, oh man, it's gonna tug at the strings and it happened to your mama, and is she gonna feel some kind of way? It doesn't change that kid don't deserve no 36 years. That woman ain't, or 30 years. That woman's not dead. She's not even a paraplegic or a quadriplegic. She is fine. She's over here talking about, she was fine enough to go back to work already with all of this emotional distress we're talking about here. And he's facing 30 years? Derek Chauvin got less than that. No. Hell no. And she's over here, yeah, do it. Man, miss me. In my opinion, that woman never should have been around him to begin with. She shouldn't be in a school with that attitude. Her attitude is toward the students, lock them up. Damn that woman. Miss me. I mean, but here come, and who is Kel Reed? Somebody that just pretty much got a page to troll. And so if it was autism out your mother, would it be excusing autism? Quite simple. It's quite simple. You can do it. Try your best. No, it being my mother. See, I'm assuming Kel is white because that type of statement right there only comes from an Edomite. So that right there came straight out the devil's mouth. Like you have to understand the type of logic that is. So first off, you want to get in here and start talking where nobody's talking about using the N-word in their comments. Here he goes and does like, shut your white ass up and stay off my page. Kel Reed, if you're paying attention over here. So if y'all see Kel Reed, that person's white. This guy's a race baiting fool. So see, Kel Reed and this guy here, obviously coming in tandem, right? So to make no mistake, you don't miss that. This guy's a race baiting fool. There's no substantial amount of autistic kids beating people unconscious. It doesn't have to be. This situation is this situation. There aren't, see, this is the logic of the devil. I'm telling you. I said, oh, okay, I can see exactly who I'm talking to. Very easy to see. Because your logic says, oh, well, I need this amount of people to justify all of this wicked deeds I'm going to do. Right. So that's how you get this whole line when people be like, well, this was just kind of the norm at the time. And then they're going to put a Gideon, hand you a Gideon book, a Gideon Bible, or the New Testament Bible that got Psalms and Proverbs. Well, ain't nothing new under the sun. Man, boy, if you get up out of here. Let's see some more. And Ken Caniff, yeah, another troll. But I do believe he's black. But yeah, Alfred might want to keep an eye on that guy. Yeah, you might want to keep an eye on that fella right there. Let's see. Danner Foundation. Public schools is a must. It is or must be regimented by its very nature to work. Autistic people, by their very nature, do not do well in regimented situations. Okay, so I guess if I'm breaking that down in extra smart Negro speak here, this kid is out of his element, and so he needs to be in a ununiformed space for him to function at his best, which makes sense. So what he's doing, maybe that's the whole thing with the Nintendo Switch. Everybody keeps talking about this Nintendo Switch. What was the purpose of him having it in class? Because to my understanding, this woman's a substitute teacher. So she does not really have any. Okay, now let's just hold on, wait, what am I looking at here? Big 270-pound, 6'6" black youth who has the mind of a 6-year-old child. This woman had evil intent from the beginning with this kid. It's almost like trying to manufacture a situation, and it just didn't work out that way. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, but there, to my understanding, ain't she the one that took the switch? So aren't you understanding this kid's triggers or whatnot? But here's the point. If she didn't, then you mean to tell me that you just saw this big black kid and thought you was just going to take something from him? What white woman y'all know doing that? Other than one who was legitimately trying to get this kid ambushed? Because you look at the size, you look at this, and if she would have been paying attention, she probably would have been like, call the police and have them come up here and come get him. And I mean, I'm just saying, somebody had to know this kid's triggers. And so, yes, like I said, I would have to agree with what this what's his name, Danner? I would have to agree with what Danner Foundation said. That's a long post. I will not be reading all of that, but thank you, Danner Foundation. I appreciate that. Mr. Fix-It. He's a grown man. Because, although there's already stories that have came out that he has the mind of a 6-year-old, or the emotional wherewithal of a 6-year-old. He's a grown man. Gotta get it. And look at Sandra. Sandra Fire on YouTube. She says they also leave out a lot of special need. Kids are abused in school by teachers. I would agree. I absolutely agree. Only white people can use mental health as a reason. Oh, somebody asked, was she doing something wrong to the child? Yes, and it happens. Clo said they put his weight. They put his weight though. Shaking my head. Facts. And just Stephen Simon said the fact that they keep referring to him as just a 270-pound student is evident of the racist, anti-black male reporting that they are doing with this. It's an old racist tactic of making black men and even boys out to be the boogeyman, especially towards women. And that's a fact. That is a fact. Blueberry Muffin in the house. I see ya. Yes, indeed. And I see in the mix radio. Yes, indeed. We got Mr. Power Tool. Yes, indeed. Mr. Power Tool in the place to be. Black Spider in the house. Yes, indeed. From Pacific Northwest up in Seattle. Yes, indeed. My I-5 family. All right. All right, so let's get back to this. Oh, yeah, this piece of crap. Marcel Dupree, which I don't even think they ain't even showing their real face. And then let's see, who is this? Uh-oh. There are different types of autism. Autistic does not mean that you are not aware of right and wrong. Being autistic does not mean that you deal with anger management. Autistic does not mean that you are unable to follow orders. Has anyone been looked at? Or has any of this been looked at? Well, first off, ma'am, that's not true. That ain't true at all. And again, you do not know if it's autism or just autism mixed with something else going on with this kid. So I mean, there's just look how fast these people are. And again, I'm just telling you, you can't help but notice the colonized minders. Like I'm telling you, they literally see a white woman getting jumped on. They're like, oh my God. Oh man, he must be punished. She's just like an extension of the queen. Oh my Lord. It's just insane. Come on, people. That was excessive. How can anyone defend this? I'm sorry. I can't blame her. Y'all see that handle right there? Do y'all see that handle right there? Sith Lord Cooper 1. Okay, so this is a nigga nerd. So, he's probably one. Yeah, he probably one of them cuck dudes. I don't even want to go look at his page. I'll take a pass. I would have go. Yeah, don't want to get my channel banned because you gonna be going to some of these cast pages. About, oh no, I can't show that on. I can't show that here. I work with an autistic guy who is married, and he has never been violent. Enough with the agenda. Now, they're only mentioning this kid's size and age and his hulking demeanor. I mean, but all of a sudden, hey man, guys, come on, man, why's it got to be about race, man? Come on, man, this is race baiting fools. If you don't stop it, if you don't stop, Bukita's in the house. That poster is a lie. I got autistic grown ass men in my job, and they don't get held accountable for shit because of their autism, right? But let my black ass do the same shit they do. Because I ain't challenged. Thank you. So I'm like, how you just gonna put that out? Oh yeah, see, they can take orders. They can follow orders. Let you tell it they don't suffer of any type of setback then. There's nothing to understand about autism then, right? Let these people tell it. Says so, okay, so even more replies. That doesn't matter, bruh. Ain't no way in hell he should have beat that woman like that. I don't give a damn what complexion you are, disabled or not. Wrong is wrong. The queen. Dom the Dom. And there's basketball in this profile. So this is one of those dudes that really don't pay attention to nothing but sports and music and rappers. And then all of a sudden, and white women. I totally forgot that. Yeah, that's the other one that they're really, really, really into. And, man, right and wrong and wrong is wrong and right. Stop. Dude, are y'all paying attention to the actual conversation? New York's anti-black racial headline. You're only talking about how big this kid is. You're not his condition. I mean, does he even understand he's being charged as an adult? I mean, you have an autistic teen. Hell no, there's nothing cool about that. There's nothing cool about that at all, man. And anybody saying it is, you are hella evil. So to put it extremely bluntly, the student is mentally retarded and has mental capacity of a 10-year-old. But the news article leads with the headline of a size and weight. Really makes you think. So let's see what this say right here. I wish I could make this bigger. You know what? Let me do this. Because I know y'all can't see that. Okay, it's supposed to be all right. Do this. Okay, hopefully y'all can see this. It says Brendan was diagnosed with autism, ADHD, oppositional defiant disorder, ODD, intermittent explosive disorder, mood dysregulation disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, and anxiety. From a young age, Brendan had struggled with hypersensitivity to sounds and textures, poor frustration tolerance, poor emotional regulation, rigidity in his thought processes, and frequent demonstrations of magic causing difficulty with focusing. Wow. Often it seemed that he viewed characters in his video games as real. For example, he had a severe fear of a mural at Tijuana Flats, a restaurant that I love. The mural advertised the restaurant had very hot sauces by showing a boy standing in a fire, looking over his shoulder with tears running down his face. It terrified Brandon, who thought that it represented hell. He was similarly terrified of our museum's Disasterville. Wow, he wouldn't get near it, or near a shark statue. Wow, it was as if everything came to life for him. He thought throwing toilet paper at a police officer would make her go away. Wow. That's deep. That is deep. Says similarly terrified. Okay. Even now, Brandon's therapist reports that he has the emotional maturity of a 4 to 6 year old. These symptoms are all part of the autism spectrum, ASD. So, per all of these other idiotic comments that you see in my chat, somebody actually did drop this in my chat. So, shout out to ICUP. Won't be clicking on that profile, but shout out to you, fella, for sharing this. I appreciate that because that was very helpful information. And, it's something that you can't shake it. So as you see, these people just came out just wanting to be absolutely anti-Black. That's all it was. It had nothing to do with nothing else. The headline is absolutely full of crap because they're over there, yeah, his size and he's big and he's Black. I mean, good Lord. I mean, you talk about one big Negro in it. Man, and that's a kid. Literally, that's a kid. That's a kid and you're talking about a kid with real issues. That's why I was saying, y'all don't know if it's just like the autism could just be one thing, because usually these type of situations are multiple disorders. And as we see, I was right. He has a lot that he's dealing with. So now, with that in mind, how evil is it to charge this kid as an adult? That is evil. And the fact that there's everybody, oh man, that's that horrible, oh man, that white woman, boy, I tell you, she's hurt. Hopefully I'm back. But like I said, this is a straight up doggone shame. That kid does not deserve to be locked up at all, and you're feeding this. I mean, for all intents and purposes, you're trying to put a first grader in prison. This is America, ladies and gentlemen. And this is things that America has already done in its history. So when people say, I'm looking at these groups and we're looking at who's been silent when we're going through it, what are you talking about? Y'all just watched Carolyn Bryant just mosey on her way to hell. She should have been sent there by y'all, but instead you just let her naturally get there. You understand what I'm saying? So you let you let her escape to hell. Carolyn Bryant, should absolutely have never been able to die of natural causes in the comfort of her own home. And I mean, that's while you have a bill named after Emmett Till, it's just like, what a joke. What a joke. And if you guys can find your ways to still keep thinking you need to support Joe Biden, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Other than you. But I mean, you know how sometimes black folks, you know, especially the older crowd, that older, the church, we died for the right for us to vote, so that's why I must vote. You know, I got to do it, and if we don't do it, I don't even let my family come to my house if they ain't registered to vote. Nonsense. Meanwhile, this is what they voted for. Politician come to your church on Sunday morning. Oh, Lordy me. Family, this is the weekly wrap-up.
Tick faster. That'll be the hour they knock the slick blaster. Dick dastardly, a Muttley with sick laughter. A gunfight and they come to cut the mix master. And living the true gods. Giving y'all nothing but the lick like two broads. Got more lyrics than the church got ooh lords. And they hold the mic at your attention like two swords. Or you the one with two blades on it. Hey you, don't touch the mic like it's AIDS on it.
All right. And family, as you know, we have absolutely brought the conversation of reparations to a major light, a major platform, and making it very real and tangible, although we still haven't got there yet, but it's becoming clear, and it's also revealing itself in some of these policies that are being exercised right now to benefit going away from having to honor such a tremendous debt for America's original sin, which actually helped create what we know today as capitalism in this society. So with that being said, absolutely, if you came and brought your people came here to America to partake in America's original sin and enjoying the wealth, yeah, you got to kick in too. But with that being said, it also is putting the battery in other groups' backs. And we've already seen this. We've been kind of seeing this for a while now, starting to pop up. It started kind of around when a little bit before all the African leaders went over there to the White House and got that $55 billion for them to split up, and then they had Gladys Knight come sing songs for them while Joe Biden talked about the harms of slavery to them. Shame on you, Ghana. No, sir. How? Hey, no. The topic of reparations, number one, first comes from the soil of America, because this is where this push is actually became real. Y'all was just dogs howling at the moon. Now this becomes real, and it only is real because of us. It only is real because of us. Oh, come on, let's hear him. He was already queued up. I don't even understand what's going on. Oh, so now you're going to be like, and again, you're only supporting your own interests in Africans. Now you mention us in reference. And it's, well, yeah, see, we're going to try to get ours, and we're going to need those Negroes over there to do it. The nature of an entitled grift. Man, don't you know we're supposed to get with y'all to get ours? Yeah, well, is there something coming this way? Don't hear nothing about hey, all of this land could be ours. I mean, are we hearing any of this? I don't think so. Hashtag hands off our reparations.
You have no rights here. We're not under the empire. No, you can keep that. You can keep that. And I'm sure that somebody is saying, now here's something else I posted today. I want y'all to take a look at this. And I wonder who's really going to have, somebody going to have something to say. Joe Biden's anti-black laws took voting rights away from many of black people for breaking the law, but now wants illegal invaders to get voting rights for breaking the law. What y'all feel about that? You say you shared it on Facebook, on your Facebook and Twitter feeds. I'm telling you, I mean, how there is no reason for no reason for black people to be supporting Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. None whatsoever. Absolutely none. And here's the thing. He used our black leaders. So in one fell swoop, this is what most of these the shills aren't understanding. Your party did you, because moment one, you let some old white man come up on your platform.
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
And then you have black leaders, so-called, that'll sit up there and let this man talk to you like this.
This country is doomed. It is doomed, not just because of African Americans, but because by 2040, this country is going to be minority white European. You hear me? Minority white European. And you guys are going to have to start working more with Hispanics, who make up a larger portion of the population than y'all do.
Yeah, I don't think so, Joe. Because, man, your plan sucks.
And this, is, again, like I said, we went back a few weeks ago talking about Strom Thurmond and all the Dixiecrats and all of these. I showed you videos of these folks talking about how they were trying to frame civil rights as being unconstitutional. So there's always opposition against our position for our liberation. But that means that we always have to stay steady at the plow. Now you're seeing Africa, a whole damn continent that waited for Negroes over here to move. To say, oh, yeah, well, I guess we'll get in the game too, baby. What about our reparations? Man, shoot. And then what we need to do is we need to get with our American brothers and sisters so we can all tighten up for our diasporic reparations. Like all of a sudden. Now, don't get twisted, because there's going to be some black folks to be like, man, when truth be told, he kind of got a point. And what we need to do is really be looking to the motherland and the sisters over in the motherland, because see, over here is the other land, and we need to go to the motherland, you understand? And then you give me some money, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go over there and we're going to build some schools. Well, let's take a walk down memory lane. You always have to remember what is out there, what's in front of you. What are you really looking at when you see these different groups that they put before you? Are these people really legit? No, I don't want that one. Where is it at? There we go. I think this is it. Give it to me. All right. Mm-hmm. So y'all understand, they don't all get along. So don't come over here talking that madness to us. And he's talking about having prejudice against other groups on the continent. So before you bring that bull to us about, well, man, see, they got a good idea. No. Take that over there to them and leave it there. You understand what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with us. But, I digress, because there will still be some of y'all that will let your pork chop pastor usher in one of these crooked politicians to come and talk good to you and tell you what he might do and with the ideas he has for a brighter future for your community. And then they tune him up and then he say, one day, I said, one day, you can shine my shoes. Oh, yes, sir, master. Y'all ought to be ashamed for yourselves still letting these cats walk up in your things like this, man. I mean, come on, man. Y'all don't feel no kind of way letting these people just waltz up in your churches like that with all this madness. It's just ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. But gotta get to the end here. Oh, let's see. Because we're going to take kind of I just want to explore some things here. Oh, geez. Why is the screen not changed? I don't know. All right. Wait. I guess I have to put it over here so y'all can see it good. Okay. So this is from the rally. Yeah, that doesn't sound familiar at all now, does it, family? Oh, yeah, that was. I mean, I guess, but we see what he's pushing, right? And we're not surprised. Something else, you see both countries' flags behind them. Y'all peep the imagery. Both flags is behind it, as if to say that this is one country. I mean, now granted, people gonna have allies. I totally understand allies, but I have never seen America put another country's flag smack dab up in right next to theirs in something that's happening in Washington, D.C. That's kind of unheard of now, isn't it? I mean, maybe it's just me, and I don't know. What do y'all think? Maybe I'm overthinking. I don't know. You talked to some of the hostages? How'd you pull that off? Wait a minute, how you pull that off there, buddy? He's talking to hostages now? Okay. I talked to a couple of them today. I thought you just said they were hostages. Maybe I missed something. I don't know. Oh, wow. Okay. And then also, because where's the one I really need to show y'all? But first, let me show you that. If y'all was not here at the very beginning of this broadcast, you might have missed this, but check this out.
This whole crap with this cancel culture and the...
Shut up! Shit! Shut the fuck up! Nobody wants to hear it. Fucker. You've been talking all fucking week. You don't care what you have to say, just stop talking.
You got me right in my fucking head, asshole.
Stop.
Damn it.
Shout out to Grimes TV for that. Oh, man. Oh, that is hilarious. But, this dude is doing a lot of this. We're going to remember who's not with us, and we're going to remember who's not standing with us right now. And what are you going to do when you need us? And man, this dude is really doing the most. And it's happening so often. You gotta have to ask a question. What's behind this? And see what it is. It's like, oh well, let's see if we can get them to start giving their energy to something else. I mean, they pulling out the kitchen sink and ain't working with the immigrants and ain't working with. Nah, we see all of y'all for who y'all are. We ain't got no friends, and you've shown us and proven that to be true. There is nothing to be said. I mean, it is what it is. But nonetheless, let's hear from Michael Crappaport.
A lot of conversations amongst my Jewish friends about the silence, the disappointment, the disappearing acts on some Doug Henning, David Blaine shit just disappeared, boom, in the air. A lot of people have disappeared. I'm telling you right now, we are making a list, we are checking it twice, and we already know who's been naughty or nice. See that pun? You see that pun? I'm talking about the Jewish people, but I'm also talking Christmas carols. We will not forget. We're not suckers. So when you come around asking for this, that, and the third, come around asking for money, investments, and all that stuff, I promise you, it's being discussed. We're paying attention to who's being anti-Jewish, anti-Semitic, anti-Israel, or not saying anything at all. I promise you. We see. I'm the enigma. A lot of Jewish people seem nice. We seem like we're suckers. Seem like you could kind of convince us. Trust me. Don't come around. 6 months, 8 months, 2 years. We're remembering. We're paying attention.
And so if no one can understand who he might just be possibly referencing.
The major problem of Israel is with the young generation of the black community. Black Lives Matter starts there.
And what she is meaning by Black Lives Matter, that means black people. That means us. And it doesn't mean the organization of Black Lives. I mean, because here's the thing. Mr. Yo Rappaport over here, he's been well understood that. And so he knows what folks ain't rocking with. I mean, and at the same time, you got other people out here who are like, oh man, yeah, I guess. But see, here's the thing. We are staying out of it. So you might have people out there that with black skin jumping out the window. But one thing you can say for certain, it ain't foundational Black Americans doing it. Telling you that, let's go to war against Muslims. Family. Now, while say anti-Semitism is wrong, how on earth do you justify like Van Jones did, talking about supporting a war on Muslims? So remember what I said about that article that flashed by earlier about it's kind of shocking that with all the things that's going on in Israel, Minister Farrakhan has been silent. So as much as he's been silent about it, you're trying to interject Minister Farrakhan. It's like, what are these people? Something else. Okay, here's what I want to see. Oh, Van Jones. Yeah, okay. Did y'all catch? Let's take a stand against Muslims. Yeah. That's what he's saying. Just wanted to make sure we heard that correctly. Let's take a stand against Muslims. Wow. Wow. When saying the quiet part out loud happens. Let's take a stand against Muslims. and then and at the same time, no.
The major problem of Israel is with the young generation of the black community. Black Lives Matter starts there.
So yes, what she's saying is us malcontent black folks, that's basically how Black Lives Matter starts. So, be clear on who she's talking about. She is most definitely talking about us. Now, at the same time, let me show y'all this. This is hmm. And, not just that one that has popped up, but
Palestinians are racist to black people. And if you look around, it's black people that are out there advocating for the rights of Palestinians. This should be a lesson for Palestinians and the Arab community in general to stop being racist towards black people. Because when shit hits the fan, it's black people that come out and they fight for the oppressed. إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِقَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُوا مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. Allah says He will not change a people until they change themselves. So if you're there making dua saying, oh Allah, why are the Israeli soldiers racist to the Arabs and they're doing all of these things to the Palestinian people, and you can't understand why this is happening, then look within yourself. You as an Arab, you as a Palestinian, you in your own family, how many of you are racist to people that are black Palestinians? Even broader Muslim communities, from Pakistani communities to Bangladeshi communities, Moroccan, Libyan communities, the Gulf communities. How many people say we are Muslim and in the same breath, they mistreat other Muslims because of their skin color or their country of origin?
Now, see here, and one of the things that I think also is bugging some of these other groups is that we are checking out of the minority coalition and considering that we are the engine that fuels such said minority coalition, they are feeling the heat and the pressure, as rightfully so as they should, because they kind of feeling out there now with this, and for the, especially when you start seeing it, the people over here, they know how these folks can get about their Muslim hatred. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they're like, hey, don't be racist to black folks, because as things are playing out over there, they might start jumping on us pretty soon. So let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. And so when you start coming out, oh man, those people are racist. But here's the whole point. With not having a dog in this fight, now you guys are quiet and this and that. You guys, hey, you had a whole march on Washington chanting down Palestine, fine without us. Just great. You guys want to cheer on mass genocide and, excuse it by saying, well, hey, man, I had to lay them all down because there was a terrorist standing behind them. See, the terrorists will use civilians, so we got to cut them down. It's justified because we were defending ourselves. Okay. So don't mind me sitting over here minding my own black business, because we don't have to participate in your wickedness. Hold your nuts on that. Because we've been doing just fine. Don't act like you doing us a favor. Oh, we're gonna remember. Yeah, we remember Farrakhan and Nick Cannon too, and all these other black leaders that you try to come after. And then you prop up these other people because, again, you have Israeli consulate worrying about what the hell we're talking about. And we're the biggest threat. Young black America's the biggest threat to them. The narcissism of it all. But maybe that might tell y'all a little bit of something when we say about what a supremacist is. They always like to say, hey, that's different. They're this and I'm that. Will you let me know what difference in the conversation of supremacy is this?
The major problem of Israel is with the young generation of the black community. Black Lives Matter starts there.
Yeah, don't miss that. So here's some more of this Crappaport.
I see on TikTok and social media a lot of little blowjobs are saying, I just read Osama bin Laden's letter to America and I'm having an existential crisis. It was so well put together. It blew my mind. Why don't you little shitbags, you little hand jobs, go to the firehouses in New York City, go to the homes of people that were lost, killed, the firemen, the policemen, the everyday citizens that were killed on 9/11. And why don't you go read Osama bin Laden's letter to America to them? Just start with the firemen. Go to the firehouses and read Osama bin Laden's letter to America to the firemen of New York. I would love to see you do that, you dumb, self-loathing. I said the other day, people would never tear down posters of the missing people after 9/11. I was wrong. I was so wrong. But take Osama bin Laden's letter and read it to those people. I dare you.
Okay, so if you're missing what is going on here, what they're really trying to do is rope everybody's emotions into their political land war. This is not about religion. But notice how they keep getting back to religion. Oh, but because literally their agenda is about religion. Ending Muslims. Anybody remember the long kiss goodnight? There was another government that was friendly with the American government that they were really doing this for. Staging a attack on American soil. Now you have a dead terrorist. For those who are old enough to remember, there was a rapper named Charlie Baltimore. Charlie Baltimore is the name of the character in Long Kiss Goodnight. So you could probably see where I'm getting at is how long before 9/11 actually took place, this movie came out. Sometimes people say things like that tend to take place in Hollywood. Those are those wild conspiracy theories, about certain families and Illuminati and stuff like that, yeah, and someone's inner gefilte fish is triggered because see what was going on is he's threatening to run off with all the matzahs, and if we don't comply, well, we're taking notes of who was silent, and y'all didn't say nothing. Well, I could say for the black community in America, there was a few hundred years of something that was taking place. And some of those families well, you wouldn't actually be from that land because America hadn't put you there yet. But the people that these people come from, that they were looking to be validated. What you say, Wigger rapper? They needed to be validated. And when you come around and say, well, hey, we're looking at who's not standing with us. 1948, you had black folks standing with you to put you there. And remember what he was saying the other day about not being us. They're jealous because they're not us and we're unique. We've seen it all. No, we've seen it all. And again, like I said, some of these people could say that certain families are benefited from slavery, that they did. First slave ship coming to America was good ship Jesus. You have a lot of these people at that time, they had Spanish names. Still of that particular faith or family, whichever way you look at it from time to time, angle or time to time. You understand what I'm saying? So, now you're saying we're looking at who is remaining silent. And notice, like I mentioned before, they bring up Farrakhan today about wow, it's strange that he's silent on this. Why? Did you think he was going to come out and gloat in condemnation of Israel? Because for all intents and purposes, what would you want him to say? This is what they've been doing? The only difference that's happening right now is everything is on Front Street. No things are hidden. So you're evil. And so you have to literally lie while everybody is having the facts and the truth in their face while you're literally still telling your lie. And that's the day and age we're in. And we have these groups, special interest groups, shall I say, that have major hands within the United States government to the tune of some of you could be prosecuted in certain states if you were to boycott an outside government entity, which again has to make me go back to what was I looking at with this let me get that back. The imagery of the rally. Like the imagery of the flags on the stage. It's just very interesting. I mean, because hell, now I got the sound off, but it's an American flag next to the Israeli flag. They're on the side. And we're standing with you. And America has stood with other people before. Plenty. But this right here makes it seem as one nation. Remember I talked also about that three-headed monster, the three. You have England, America, and Israel. Well, America, you could pretty much hide the British flag within America's flag. But Israel's so much of a presence that nothing about their flag is hidden. It is just posted right there alongside the American flag. And let them tell you that all of this was, all this things that have taken place in history was about them and their feelings towards certain groups. I'm not no Holocaust denier. But I am one that says, what if there was a group or any type of, anybody would have any type of power and influence enough to be able to manipulate a global disaster or wrongdoing, such as Hitler and the Third Reich and all of them. I mean, if you could have enough power to wield that, Borgers, it might kind of Rothschilds. I mean, it might make you think, old German banking families. I mean, I don't know. That okay, well, we need to manufacture something before how a large part of how we made our money, which is off of those Negroes in America. But before they start wising up and start demanding something, well, what kind of contingency plans or stopgaps can we interject? One, let's get Black people on board with Israel. and get on board with supporting Israel. So we present the Israeli people this way to black folks. Okay, that's one way. Now you start looking at the overtones and undertones of whose hands are always somewhere to do with black movements going from this time period to this time period to this time period. There's always somebody's hands behind the scene that don't have any melanin, but they got the money. But for that money, they're pushing their agenda. We had Black Lives Matter, the organization. That woman is talking about Black Lives Matter, the people that say our lives matter. We need reparations. So again, what can you also do to prevent that? Integration. Integration is one of the greatest stopgaps of slowing up the quest of reparations. Think of all the things you could not do, all the things that could not exist right now. Planned Parenthood would not be in our neighborhoods like that. All of Joe Crime Bill Biden's laws that he's passed wouldn't be as having much of an effect on our community as it would. Being able to now have a financially stable ecosystem within the country to which our ancestors built, which then also affords education. See, that's how we get to educate people. Well, education's first. No. That's how we get to education, because there's some of these institutions that was built by folks that did not know first how to read. So let's not believe that madness. No. And then now you have a whole, if you start getting your infrastructure of the medical game down, now you have your own education system, your own health care. Those two things right there are absolutely necessary. Along with building those, building your own protection force. Even reservations have their own police. They police their own. We need to be able to do the same. Now, all of these things would change where the country is right now. But, again, that's the arrogance of the enemy. Because, like I just named all of those things, those are stopgaps. But see, now when you give us integration, we no longer want our financial independence, because now we're being told sexual independence is the move. We're also saying now we're looking at our children versus building something of a legacy. We're now training our children to just be mindless workers, get up and then go get a job, and that's the end of life. These are things that we're implementing. Here's another one that came by way of that. Feminism. What is feminism and the idea of intersectionality? How is that done the Black community? How is that done foundation of Black Americans in America? Have we succeeded with that one? I would think not. So I'm just saying, when you start looking at how, because all of these movements, they're real quick to say, oh, well, we were there in the civil rights movement, and we helped this, and we helped this, and it was Jews and blacks at the NAACP, and blah, 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 right? Some of the Black universities, HBCUs named after Jewish people. It is what it is. That's just the truth of the matter. So when people say it's a rise in anti-Semitism, silence and minding my own business is not anti-anything. However, that argument almost sounds just like, if you don't vote for Democrats, then this or that. I'll let y'all figure out which one came first on that one, the chicken or the egg. Can you dig it? I'm telling you. Because some of these people do not want, they don't want to see black folks empowered. And they can't understand for the life of us why we just don't want to be up under these folks. Well, see, we have a better, clearer understanding of everything not being as it seems. So, you could see somebody who might have a thought today of, oh, yo, I'm down. But really, it's just helping you propel your career. To where right now, like I said, they're going to get Michael Rappaport to go out there. They're not going to get Bill Maher. There's a reason why you're seeing them elevating Rappaport. And trust me, we're talking. There's people, we're taking notes, and we're talking. We're having meetings, and man, you just wait, and we're seeing who's signing, man. I mean, we're gonna get you. It's like, do you hear how you're talking? You say, man, you guys didn't get over here to our beckoning call. Man, we're paying attention to who's not being a good one. Man, I thought you're supposed to follow your better's instructions. I mean, the way that this dude is talking is reminiscent to his character here, Remy. So this is what it looks like when Remy gets old, ladies and gentlemen. When Remy gets old, that's all you got. You know? Look at that. I mean, he looks like an old white woman. Truth be told, he looks like Donald Trump. He's starting to get a little Trump face. Look at this dude. Let me just slow it down for you. I just got it. He looks like an old white woman. Is it me? Is it me? and see, something's going on here, family. And he's obviously, I don't doubt that he is in some certain meetings with certain groups. I don't doubt that one bit. But damn it. Oh man, like I said, he's starting to look like an old white stud. He's starting to look like an old white stud. Black Jack in the house. What's going on, my brother? East Side is in the building. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Right. He's a Karen. Like I said, he looks like an old white stud. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, and that is why you should vote independent. You know, if you need to change your status, shout out to our brother Tory Brain Reloaded. If you change your status to independent, then change your status to independent, because that's another way that you could speak to the Democratic Party and speak with your voters' registration. Because when you shift parties, they don't have to sit up here and keep crying about how people are not registered to vote. They'll be like, yeah, they're registered to vote, all right, but they are registered as independent. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Babylon is fallen. Babylon is fallen. Let it fall and let us rise. Can you dig it? Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, for all of y'all who want to say that, man, y'all need to be getting out there talking about this thing now. I mean, come on now. And then for those of you, I almost forgot. Oh, yeah. Almost forgot. There is one more thing. You know, there's y'all see my Twitter, or well, like I say, X, I keep calling it Twitter. The hockey player. Now I haven't seen the play, but the hockey player, not sure what team or whatnot. And this ain't doing what it's supposed to do, so I don't know if I'll be able to see it anyway. So he accidentally, oh, there it is. There it is. So here's my post. Share this. So let me show y'all this, because this is what I would perceive would just be a sporting accident. Now, I mean, again, I did not see the play. I could say that. I'm not sure of the play that took place, but manslaughter charges for a hockey freak accident where black players skate cut white opponent's throat. So this brother's getting manslaughter charges, family. No. Shout out Castor Troy. You came through with that one. And this one got 36,000 views. People were jilted about this, weren't they? Yeah. So the irony. Yeah, and the irony that black people invented hockey. Freak accident roundhouse. Boy, these people feeling some kind of way, wasn't they? Imagine yourself high kicking up to someone's neck level. Now imagine doing that on accident. And yeah, in a world of things aren't filtered through anti-black American bias, it is just an accident. And things that pass as accidents, for example, Rasheem Carter mentioning a racist stalker and being later found without his head and dismembered, no foul play, accident. Man, rest in peace to that brother. May his family get justice. And may whoever the assailants are on that also get double justice quickly, as efficient as possible. Yeah. I mean, this is crazy. These folks is upset. All laws and rules of your job are made for black people. Well, yeah, we know that. I'm confused. Are they saying that it was cut malicious and not an accident? Well, no, they're saying it's a freak accident. They're just saying he's black, so you don't have freak accidents when you're black. So, yeah, it's a freak accident. But, yeah, he was white. So, that's how it works. I mean, we totally get it's accident. Yeah. Go figure, family. So, family, for all of you that believe that this man and the 17-year-old kid should really, 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 really get all the punishment they deserve. Y'all some suckers and
Sambo.
Majorly. And so with that being said, I think it would be safe to say for all of you, especially you third world idiots, you colonized mind dum-dums that do not understand how white supremacy works, well, we can always see when you open your mouth and you start talking in the comments how confused you really are about how it works. Leave the talking to us of the foundational Black American lineage of excellence. But you're a hater. So you might still just have to say, well, that good white woman, man, I mean, something has to be done. And this dude killed a white man. Oh my God, they killed mommy and daddy. And y'all should agree with us. Well, speaking for myself, Beatzilla PDX official, right here at the Beatzilla PDX official show. I think it'd be safe to speak for you in the chat as well. Grassroots, the voices of new Black media. I think it'd be safe to say I speak for all parties involved when I say we proudly song to all of you flicking All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can follow me at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at beatzillapdx. You can email me at ourrealtruth@gmail.com. And if you want to put some money in the bucket, you definitely can by way of donation to Cash App. That is $BeatzillapDX at Cash App. That's $BeatzillapDX. And we also have PayPal. We have Zilla Music at PayPal. That's ZILLAMUZAK at PayPal. And once again, for all of you people on the continent, I applaud you for standing up and getting your reparations. But remember, hashtag hands off our reparations.
You have no rights here. We're not under the empire.
Oh, Lordy me. So, family, you know, as we do around here, keep your 3 smooth stones at the ready and well with the slingshot and the power tool of the day. Stay Black, stay vigilant, stay alive. Black first, Black first, Black first. Shalom, y'all. Have a blessed weekend.
When you know who Satan is, yes, sir, you don't have to kill him. No. The stone of truth. Yes. See, that's what you throw. Yes, right. Allah says, had we wished to take a pastime from before, surely we would have done it. Nay, we cast truth at falsehood till we knocked out its brains. Every one of you that knows the truth, stand up and tell it from the mountaintop. Black people can't take it no more. So wherever you are on the job, in the factory, I don't care where you are. If you know the truth, stand up on the truth and tell Satan, who the hell are you to try and pick my friends? Farrakhan is God's man. and you are from the enemy of God. So to hell with you. Stand up on it like a man.